Alrighty, my friends, we are back here. Hope everyone's doing alright. Once again, don't know what the heck happened. We were having some internet issues. But as I was mentioning, before the internet decided it wanted to absolutely go crazy, I wanted to say, Courtney, you did not have to do that, and I'm going to end up repaying you again. Little story short is the fact that literally before she left here, she just came up to visit me, and she tried to give me a $20 bill, and I gave it back to her. And now she just donated $20. So, I owe you, Court. Once again, thank you. Greatly appreciated, but I'm going to get you back there. Anyways, my friends, once again, glad to have everybody here. You know, like I said, a lot of crazy stuff is kicking off here at the moment. Like I said, we are dealing with a lot of crazy weather here. So currently at the moment, we've recently had ourselves a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings pop up here. We have a line of storms that is heading right towards areas of not St. Paul, heading straight for areas here of St. Louis. That's what. So they're not quite in St. Louis. It's probably going to be a little bit before they do get there. But we do actually have those warnings in place here. And the thing is they did put a tornado possible tag on it. You see right there, they put a tornado possible. It does not mean a tornado is immediately a danger, but it means that eventually tornadoes could develop out of that line. So we're going to need to watch out for that. Got some damaging wind gust reports here. ASOS reported peak wind gusts of 51 miles per hour in south-central Missouri. Same thing, 55 mile per hour wind gusts just to the south. So now we have a severe thunderstorm warning on that one as well. That one does not have a tornado concern, but that is a storm that's definitely popping off here. Anyways, let's see, velocity scan on this sucker. Obviously, you can see right down in kind of the yellows down there. That's obviously showing us that we're dealing with a bit of, that we're basically dealing with a bit of gusty winds, I'm sure. But we're going to need to watch that line here because, like I said, obviously there is a possibility that it could rotate eventually, which, like I said, let's hope not. Let's hope not. Let's see here. Rain says a tornado watch. Let's see here. We're going to move over back to the Storm Prediction Center really briefly. Do they really have a storm? Do they really have that watch out there? Did they just now issue it, or what's going on here? They put a watch likely. 4 portions here. I'll go ahead and show you guys real quickly. So we switch over here to the Storm Prediction Center. The actual, the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center actually does have, look at that, mesoscale discussion, basically talking about considering issuing a watch here. And we actually have ourselves, according to Rain, we actually have the watch that's gotten validated. It's just now recently gotten issued. They were saying here a few damaging gusts along with a brief tornado or 2 possible. A weather watch is expected in the next hour. So, would not surprise me if that is actually true or not. Connor says no watch yet. Interesting. So I'm hearing both opinions here. We'll see here in a minute. I mean, as of right now, I'm not seeing any watch popping up on the Storm Prediction Center's page or on my programs. So I cannot validate that right now. However, we'll continue watching that. But anyways, they were talking about east central areas of Missouri, and basically portions of western and central areas of Illinois. That's going to be possible. Possibility of being issued, or possible watch that's going to be issued here. Probability of watch issuance, they put an 80% chance probability, so it's a most likely thing. Like I said, they did say a weather watch is expected in the next hour. So obviously here soon. That's kind of what we're talking about. Let's see. Connor says, I live like 5 miles away from St. Louis. It's very hot outside. So we're actually getting some reports here. We'll actually move on back here to show you, since you said you're near St. Louis. We got ourselves these. Oh, no, the watch is there. You see it popping up on my right-hand screen? They just now issued that. All right, there we go. We're going to have to watch out for that. Let's see. We're going to move this over. You can see that big block on my right-hand screen? There you go. That is a tornado watch that's now in effect here, my friends. We're going to have to... I didn't mean to do that. We're going to have to watch out for that. So there you go. Tornado watch now in effect for areas here of eastern Missouri. Areas here of south central portions of Illinois. Moving into areas of western Kentucky. There's one county in western... like 2 counties here in portions of western Kentucky, right? This does include Paducah. So Paducah is included with that. However, yeah, there is a watch now in effect here. This will expire at 7 Eastern. So, okay, we're going to have to be live, obviously, probably until 7 or more. But we'll definitely keep an eye on it. Let's see, TRG with a Category 1 club for a month. Thank you so much, TRG. Good to have you here, my friend. Let's see, Tornado Watch, y'all. Yeah, so now that's actually popping up now. But originally what I was saying there, Connor, is the fact that we are seeing... ourselves, essentially, the temperatures, you can see with the stations nearby, is 72. We're talking lower 70s all throughout areas here of St. Louis. So, with that being said, like I said, with that being said and all, that's basically that northerly, it's basically that warm air that's coming up from the Gulf of Mexico that's fueling all this craziness and stuff like that, But overall, I mean, that's just something we're going to continue to see ahead of the cold front, essentially. But anyways, we're going to switch over here to a different radar view. Let's see. Let's try KSGF. This is in southern Missouri. Kind of got a big radar hole right here in the middle of, between northeastern Arkansas and southeastern Missouri. Really not too much of any good radar views here. However, we do have the possibility there of 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is across areas here of, Bandsville, Thayer, Alton, Rover, Thomasville, Greer. I don't know if I said Alton or not. Wilderness included there. Winona, Birch Tree. So those areas with that one, and very far southern Missouri is under a severe thunderstorm warning here. Once again, this will expire here essentially at 12:45 Central, or my local friends here in the Eastern Time who might be following along, this will expire at 1:45 our time. So we have ourselves basically about 20 minutes to go. TR just says Wi-Fi again. Is my Wi-Fi cutting out again? Is it like literally having issues, or is it just me? Which I hope not. Anyways, yeah, y'all let me know. Let me know if it's cutting out or not. Crystal says not again. Oh, gosh. Are we really having that? Nope, that must have been on my end, says TRG. Interesting. Yeah, y'all let me know if it starts glitching out again. Hopefully it does not. Hopefully not. I think it might be because of the wind here. Because, like I said, we're having some pretty strong... we're having some, some wind problems here, essentially. Is it really cutting out again? I swear to God, y'all. What's this? For me, it looks fine. Here, let me pull it back up on my end. Let me pull it up from my perspective here. We're going to pull it up on YouTube. I'm about to get to the bottom of this. Once and for all here. Let's see here. All right. For me, it looks fine. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, tornado warning. All right, guys. We gotta keep an eye on this here. Every now and then a little buffer circle will show up, but it's fine. Okay, gotcha. But anyways, we have ourselves now a tornado warning that's now popped up, guys, here for areas of, yeah, there you go, for areas of Pendleton, for Warrenton, for Wright City. Let's see here. For Estelle, we have ourselves Innsbruck included with this one. This is just now popped up. has just now popped up. Let's see. We're going to switch over here to velocity. Oh, looks like a little something south here of Burger. Look at that. So we have ourselves a little area of winds, highlighted winds there. Possible area of rotation going on at the moment. Let's see. Storm relative velocity. Yeah. So we're going to need to watch out for that one. Bit of rotation located south of Burger. And that we're going to need to watch that very closely. Yeah, once again, guys, like I said, new tornado warning just popped up. This is just west of St. Louis. This is not far away from St. Louis at all. And we are seeing essentially, like I said, once again, this is directly west of St. Louis. This is for Wright City, for areas of Innsbruck, for Warrington, Pendleton included. Let's see, this is basically right towards north of New Melly, essentially. So we're going to keep on watching that there. We're going to keep our eyes out for that specifically, and we'll continue to watch this. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this line is starting to really fire off here, across areas here of, Missouri. And this line also really extends down into Arkansas. You can see on my other screen there, which we're going to take a look at the radar here in 1 second. But overall, dude, it is windy outside where I'm at. It's crazy. But over here towards Arkansas, like I said, there's also that one line that's firing off here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that sucker. That thing's definitely looking a little bit interesting here. So we're going to have to watch out for possible severe storm activity on that line here as well. So overall, this cold front is really starting to develop here, and it's starting to show itself on radar. Once again, my friends, we have ourselves a tornado warning. I find that really interesting how this tornado warning gets issued, like literally as soon as this watch gets issued, like a few minutes beforehand. The watch got issued first, but only by a few minutes. But once again, everybody, like I said, obviously, we are indeed seeing ourselves, once again, a tornado warning in effect here west of St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, so this includes portions here of Pendleton, Missouri, Warrenton, Missouri, Wright City, Missouri, Innsbruck, Missouri. This is for areas here of Fort Estelle, Missouri. Let's see, Wentzville included, north here of New Melly. So that's that. So that's kind of what we're looking at here at the moment. So once again, we have ourselves, that tornado warning in effect here. Once again, there's a little bit of rotation here, kind of right. It's very hard to see, but that little bit of rotation here east of Burger, we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Let's see, Penny says we had a little icy sleet earlier, supposed to be 69 degrees tomorrow, though in southeastern Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's definitely going to heat up, that's for sure, for a lot of people. Hack says, hi everyone, what's up, Hack? Hope you're doing good. Let's see, Connor says, I'm in Arnold, believe this will not hit me, luckily. Gotcha. Well, let's hope not. Let's hope it's not too crazy, Like I said, there's a lot of activity kicking off right now. I tell you what, we switch back up here to areas of, Michigan. Like I said, Michigan's really supposed to get it whenever it comes to, like I said, Michigan's really supposed to get it whenever it comes to activity with, the snow and the ice and stuff like that. We switch over here to the reflectivity, and you can see a lot of areas here in Michigan right now is currently getting hit pretty good. For areas here towards like Holland, Allegan, Hastings, Lansing, Howell, in those areas here, just north of Detroit, that big kind of golden line you see there, that's basically a, that's essentially a lot of sleet that's happening there. This is all freezing rain here in that red. Once again, freezing rain, it falls like rain, it looks like rain, but I tell you what, the problem is the temperature is below freezing, or near the freezing point, as you can see here, 32. All throughout those areas, so it's barely just at the freezing point. Good golly, dude, it is windy outside, and I hope it does not knock down the stream. Knock on wood. We'll definitely, let's hope not. That could be a problem. But once again, like I said, yeah, we're starting to see that nasty winter weather kick off across the areas here. Like I said, once again, we have a lot of snow kicking up here into areas of Michigan as well. For northern Michigan, you can really see that line firing off right here. And like I said, a lot of these areas here, in north is potentially going to be seeing the possibility of nearly a foot of snow being possible. Let's see here. Coolman says these severe thunderstorms and tornado warnings will die before it gets to my neck of the woods. Gotcha. Lucky y'all, temperature tomorrow, me it's 13 degrees. Yeah, definitely gonna be pretty cold for a lot of people. But it's also heating up pretty, quite a bit here as well for quite a bit of people here. Dude, it is windy outside. Holy cow! Yeah, we're gonna have to take be safe here with this wind too. I mean that's another problem. I mean it's not just the storms, it's not just the ice, it's not just the snow. Also the winds is a concern here too. There's a whole bunch of concerns on this storm system here. Like I said, it's obviously bringing a big old problem for a lot of people. It's just a big mix of a problem. Kind of a problem for some with ice, a problem for some with snow, a problem for some with severe weather, and it's pretty crazy. It's pretty windy here in Arkansas too. It's very windy across a lot of the country right now. How much snow will fall in the Twin Cities? So we were expecting over a foot here. According to the latest National Weather Service forecast, obviously for tonight, regarding what we might potentially see here, which I'll go ahead and show you. So if we zoom in here towards Minnesota, we are expecting, this is according to the National Weather Service forecast, this does not take into consideration the snow that has already fallen, okay? But anyways, here we go. So this is kind of what we're looking at. So according to things, we're going to have to zoom out a little bit. There we go. So according to things here, obviously they're towards Minneapolis. We're expecting just over a foot. Same thing cutting through areas of near Wausau, Wisconsin. Basically a big old streak here essentially from eastern South Dakota. Obviously tracking its way through areas of central Minnesota and into areas of north central Wisconsin. So that's that. Colton says, hello Andrew, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Let's see, Connor says, rip my car if the winds knock over trees near. Let's hope not. Yeah, like I said, once again, that's kind of a big problem. Is obviously the concern there for the big problem. That's kind of a concern there too, is for the winds, which is definitely not very, very good here. Anyways, but once again, my friends, like I said, we have a tornado warning here directly west of St. Louis, Missouri, that is currently kicking off here at the moment. Like I said, right now we do have ourselves a tornado warning that's in effect. Basically across areas here of Warrenton, Innsbruck, Wright City. Also for areas here for Fort Estelle. Kind of what we're looking at there. Let's see. So obviously we are talking, like I said, obviously, okay, so areas towards Berger, they've already seen their side of it. So we're going to watch out for it. This is still a radar indicated threat, so this has not gone confirmed yet. Let's hope it does not, but that's that. Why did the snow go down? Weren't we expecting 2 feet? Well, essentially, like I said, a lot of that also does not count for the snow that has already fallen. That just takes consideration of how much more snow we can expect here. But also, yeah, I mean, it really just depended on which model you look at. It really seems the fact that once we got closer to this event, that those accumulations started dropping off there a bit. I guess the models picked up on, satellite imagery showing more drier air nearby or something. That would definitely alter the, accumulations and such like that. But, I don't know. It's just up to the models. I mean, they suggest things sometimes that, isn't for sure. Like I said, models aren't perfect. They're just guidance, but the good news is, and I'm actually very proud of the models for this, and they've actually been picking up very well on this ice here. For they picked up on this for the last 4 days or so, last 4 or 5 days, continuously suggesting the possibility of heavy ice accumulations. Like I said, the ice is really starting. Oh, they just issued another tornado warning for that one area of rotation I was just looking at. But like I said, with that ice accumulation kicking off there across Iowa, going eastward across the upper Ohio Valley there. So that's that. Are we just going to get small spin-up tornadoes or if they touch down? So right now, for today, if I turn on the overall convective outlook here for a moment, we have ourselves a slight risk that's in effect here. The tornado probability, they have a 2% chance. So the 2% chance probability is not really a big problem. Definitely in the terms of expecting anything large is not necessarily expected. But anyways, let's take a look here at this one tornado warning that's just now gotten issued. This one is also right next to St. Louis, Missouri. This one includes areas here of Truxton, areas towards Hawk Point, areas here towards Cave, Troy, Moscow Mills, Fountain and Lakes, Chain of Rocks, Old Monroe, Winfield, Foley, and Ellsbury. So those areas now are currently, those areas right now are currently under a tornado warning. Let's see, velocity, the velocity there. Yeah, you can start to see a little bit area of rotation popping off right there. You see that little area right here? This is just south here of Truxton. Once again, this is near St. Louis. This is basically just to the west of St. Louis, essentially. Basically northwest. So there's St. Louis right there. We have the tornado warnings that's just northwest of that here. Once again, for areas here south of Truxton, southwest of Hawk Point. So we're gonna definitely keep on watching that there. But anyways, like I said, I mean that's definitely that's definitely something we are watching out here for. Definitely is a big possibility here. So, but once again, everybody, like I said, just please stay safe out there. And once again, if you have any questions at all during this event, seriously, let me know. Okay, let me know, my friends. We got you all covered. But anyways, like I said, yeah, it's just pretty crazy. Let's see, we're going to switch that radar view out nationally across there. There we go. So now we got the national radar up 2. All right. Let's see here. Let's see, how is the line just south or just under the watch in Arkansas doing? So yeah, we just looked at that here a few moments ago. We're switching back over here to areas of central Arkansas. We're taking a look at the Little Rock, Arkansas radar here, and you can see we have ourselves a line of storms that is firing from north to south. So essentially, what this is going to do, obviously we got to keep an eye out there for this, for this line here, because it could definitely, I mean, if we're getting severe storms up north, the environment, I'd say, is definitely supportive of it down south. So we're going to have to watch out for any, any warnings or anything like that to be issued. It looks like there's some pretty gusty winds on that line, though. I'm not going to lie, but we'll definitely continue watching that. And obviously, if anything gets warned across those regions, then we'll look at it. Anyways, but once again, my friends, back over here towards St. Louis, Missouri. Like I said, we have ourselves 2 tornado warnings that's in effect here along the western side. Once again, tornado warnings include areas here: Pendleton, Missouri; Warrenton, Missouri. Obviously, this is for Missouri, so I don't have to say Missouri every time. Wright City, Innsbrook, for areas here of Forestville. For New Melly, let's see, Wentzville. We have ourselves Truxton, Hawk Point, Cave, Troy, Moscow Mills, Fountain and Lakes, Chain of Rocks, Old Monroe, Winfield, Foley, and Ellsbury. So those areas is under a tornado warning. So once again, if you are across any of those areas we just mentioned, this is for the state of Missouri. Please definitely consider taking shelter. You need to. There is no if, ands, or buts. You got to get in your shelter. If you're in a tornado warning, do not ignore it. Like I said, it just takes one to end your life, my friends. Don't ignore the warnings. I know there's a lot of people out there. Personally, I hate to say this, but I know a lot of people that'll be like, if there's a tornado warning, well, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna go to shelter. They never happen. Yeah, that's the people that if it comes to the event, sometimes it only takes one. So don't let that one. Don't let that one get you, okay? I'm not saying these things will produce tornadoes. I mean, a tornado warning basically means that a tornado is likely or imminent. Imminent meaning occurring or about to happen. Likely meaning possibly about to happen, essentially. Nicholas says, good afternoon from Des Moines, Iowa. Any updates on the ice totals? I'm seeing National Weather's upping the totals now, but nothing on radar yet. First of all, hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. So if we switch over here towards Des Moines, we actually have the radar right across the region here, over the precipitation type here. And you can see how we are seeing a bit of sleet that is actually just to the north, essentially, to the north of the main city here. Like I said, that's basically what we're doing here. So, with that going on here, like I said, with that going on here right now, according to the latest information from the National Weather Service, so this is the latest info for ice accumulations, which I'll go ahead and show you that here right now. So here we go. So this is from the National Weather Service here. Latest ice accumulations here overall is expected to be within 1 to 2/10 of an inch here. It really, according to the forecast here, I mean, it really starts to pick up along eastern Iowa, kind of for areas like Marshalltown, you know, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids area, and WQ. I don't know how you exactly pronounce that, but for that area there in eastern Iowa. So that's that. So that's kind of what we are. That's kind of what we're seeing there. So overall, I mean, that is definitely enough to cause some problems. Like I said, ice is something you never want to mess with. You know, ice is definitely nothing friendly. It's definitely nothing good here. But anyways, back over here to the radar, guys. Like I said, right here once again in west of St. Louis. Once again, we have ourselves a 2 tornado warnings in effect here. Currently kicking off here at the moment. Let's see. Dang, the wind hit us all of a sudden. It got quiet and calmed in 1 second. Stuff started blowing around the neighbors' yards. I can currently hear the trash cans blowing across the driveway. Wow. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Well, like I said, I mean, the winds are going to be pretty powerful for a lot of us. You know, that's another problem. As mentioned before, I mean, we don't just have the concern for snow. We don't just have the concern for ice, freezing rain, severe storms, you know, tornadoes, hail, damaging winds, but also winds. I mean, just normal wind gusts too. You know, could be possible. You know, that's kind of the thing there. You know. So today's concerns, I mean, it's just a very big problem for all types of weather. I mean, you literally think of, you know, different types of weather, and I can tell you 90% of them are on the list here for today's possible concerns. So we're going to need to watch out for them. Like I said, tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds will be a possibility today. Also the possibility, once again, for ice accumulation, sleet, freezing rain, normal rain, flooding is a concern too. As mentioned before, a lot of heavy snow, heavy winds, there's just so many problems here, guys. But like I said, there's no need to worry. I mean, obviously, yeah, this storm system is a little disgusting, but you know, we're gonna walk you guys through this. We're gonna make sure you guys are staying safe out there. And once again, like I said, we do have ourselves 2 tornado warnings that's in effect here. Once again, this is St. Louis. There's St. Louis right there, that little arch there. Basically, I kind of, well, obviously St. Louis has the arch, but I was meaning this little arch right here. So St. Louis is right here, and like I said, obviously west of St. Louis, we actually just got a new severe thunderstorm warning that got issued for areas of northern and northwestern St. Louis here. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So obviously expect the possibility of maybe some damaging winds, perhaps up to 60 miles an hour being possible. Okay, so that's that. So that's kind of what we're watching there. So that's kind of what we are essentially seeing here. And like I said, once again, if you're in areas here towards, you know, Truxton, if you're in areas here towards Hawk Point Cave, Troy, Moscow Mills, Fountain and Lakes, Chain of Rocks, areas here towards Old Monroe, Winfield, Foley, Ellsbury. Okay, those areas is, you know, kind of what we're seeing here. So that's inside the first tornado warning here. This one expires here at essentially, let's see here, until 1:30 Central. So this will be in effect here until 2:30 Eastern. So we have a while before that does get expired. The one just to the south here, once again, this one includes Pendleton, Warrenton, Wright City, Innsbruck. Okay, areas here towards, let's see, Forestell. This is for areas towards New Melly. Let's see, Wentzville. That's that. Quick check-in. Hi, Andrew Mods and the WW6 fan. What's up, Mark? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Vivian says I'm next to St. Louis, Missouri, and St. Charles, Missouri. It's weird outside. It definitely is. Like I said, the environment's definitely looking a little bit nasty. Obviously, glad to have you here, my friend, and stay safe out there. You know, that obviously goes to all of you guys being impacted by this. Like I said, my friends, you know, there's a lot of places that's going to be impacted today. You know, like I said, ranging from the snow in the north. I mean, look at this on my other view here. I mean, look at this. This is just absolutely nuts, essentially. Like I said, we have a lot of ice that's starting or really kicking up across areas here. Now moving into areas of Pennsylvania. Portions of Ohio, it looks like. little bit of freezing rain, but the temperatures are going above freezing from this point on. Once again, yeah, southern Michigan though, that's where a lot of the crazy ice is expected. That's where a lot of the problems with ice is there. Southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois here, portions here along central Iowa too. Yeah, really kicking off there. And of course, you can see this big old line that we're starting to cover here. That's starting to produce some nasty weather. All the way across areas here of Arkansas and moving up to areas here of Missouri. And you can see here in the latest frames, as we move closer to St. Louis, you can see how just in the latest hour, just in the last hour here, you can obviously tell that we are seeing that line quickly kick up here. And it went from showing really no warnings to a watch being issued to a straight up tornado warnings being all over the place here. So we're going to have to watch out for that here. Definitely very, very close. Yeah, very, very close. We're going to need to keep an eye out there for that. But anyways, that's that, my friends. Like I said, once again, y'all, please stay safe out there. And like I said, we have 2 tornado warnings here in effect. This is just directly west of St. Louis for areas here towards Hawk Point, Cave, Troy, Moscow Mills, Fountain and Lakes, Chain of Rocks, Old Monroe, Winfield, Foley, Ellsbury. That's that. Obviously, another tornado warning here for Innsbrook, Warrenton, Wright City, Forestell, New Melly. They just now updated it. They got rid of areas here towards New Melly. Also, they got rid of it for areas in Warrenton. So if you're in Warrenton, you're safe to come out of your shelter now. However, like I said, you're right here towards Wright City. That line is getting ready to hit you any moment. Innsbrook here as well, getting ready to, if not getting hit right now, you're going to be getting hit any second now. Forestell, you're probably within the next 5 to 10 minutes out from this. I mean, this storm is moving pretty quick too. This guy's moving at, let's see here, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. So it's moving. It's definitely moving here. So within the next hour, this line will be crossing into St. Louis. And like I said, will that bring the tornado possibility? I don't know, but there is a bit of warnings just northwest of St. Louis right now. Looks like a little area of watch here east of Hawk Point at the moment. It looks like that area has kind of died out a bit. We were seeing a little bit of rotation there. You can actually see right in here. If I was to track this back just a little bit, you can see how there was that little highlighted area. That was a possible area of rotation, but in the latest scans, it looks like that inbound wind activity has started to fade out, which is good news. Good news on our end here, but we'll see. We'll definitely continue to watch this. But still, I mean, there is a tornado warning in effect here. You should still be inside of your shelters, regardless here. Let's see here. Remember to drop a like. Help spread it to more people. Thank you so much, Bond. Greatly appreciate it, my friend. Ryan says the line, let's see here. Didn't culture me here in Aberdeen. It's just about to get ugly. Gotcha. It's inching closer to me. Well, stay safe out there, my friend. Yeah, like I said, I mean, there's a lot of craziness on today's storm, my friends. Like I said, I honestly, if you want to know my opinion, guys, I really think that this is going to be the big one of the year. I think this is the biggest snowstorm that we're probably going to see this year. I really think that that's possible. Anyways, but that's that. Like I said, we just got to keep an eye out here for this one. But like I said, it looks like there's some good news, though. If you want to know my opinion here, I really don't know why they still have this one warning for Wright City, Innsbrook region. Not looking like anything crazy. There's really not any strong rotation popping off there, as we can tell. However, I mean, the tornado warning is still in place. I mean, we should respect that. And we should continue to watch this here until it does get expired. So we'll definitely keep y'all informed here. This one's originally expected to expire, let's see, until 1:15 Central, which will be basically within the next little bit less than 30 minutes, about 26 minutes from now, essentially. But that's that. That's what we're looking at down there. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a look at that cells. We're going to take a look at these cells here just across areas of Arkansas. Because, like I said, that line is really starting to fire off here. So, at the moment, like I said, we can see this line kicking off here. This is east of Little Rock. The main line is east of Little Rock here. Temperatures are going to quickly start to drop here. I mean, you can see, it's actually pretty warm across a lot of these areas here today. That's interesting. But those temperatures will eventually start to drop there as that colder air settles in, essentially. Moving over here to areas of western Missouri. A lot of precipitation to the east, essentially, of this radar view. This is east of Kansas City. We are seeing a bunch of, essentially a bunch of rainfall that's occurring here. Indeed, which we are looking at. This stuff right here, this does not really have that tornado probability on it, but we'll continue to watch this here. But once again, everybody, like I said, we have tornado warnings in effect here right next to St. Louis. So if you know anybody in St. Louis or surrounding areas here, let them know that there is the possibility of a few tornadoes theoretically could be trying to kick off here across areas here of east central Missouri. Just give them a heads up. Once again, like I said, this warning includes, the first tornado warning we have in effect here includes areas of Wright City, areas here towards Innsbruck, poor areas here of Fort Estelle. Let's see, Wentzville included, so that's that. So that's kind of what we're talking about here at the moment. This one expires, once again, at 1:15 Central Time. Okay, 1:15 Central Time. Then we just have a tornado warning directly to the north here. For areas here towards Cave, currently impacting areas of Cave, getting ready to impact Troy. This has already moved through Hawk Point, so I'd say Hawk Point's pretty good from that tornado probability. I don't see any major concerns anymore for Hawk Point. The line's already pushed through, so I think you're good. Like I said, areas here towards Troy, we got to be watching out for. There's a little bit of, like I said, that's kind of the area we were watching out of this tornado warned storm, that little area of increased inbound winds, essentially. But that's that. That's kind of what we are. That's kind of what we are seeing here. But like I said, this also includes areas of Moscow Mills, essentially. Fountain and Lakes, let's see, Chain of Rocks here, Old Monroe, Winfield, Foley, Ellsbury, and so on. So that's kind of what we're seeing here. That is actively what we are essentially looking at here at the moment. Then we do have ourselves a lot of some more severe thunderstorm activity here just to the south of those tornado warnings here. Along this line, it looks like there's some pretty strong wind gusts that's currently kicking off here at the moment. For 60-mile-per-hour wind gust here. The only concern as of right now, there's a tornado possible tag on this one too. So this includes areas here towards Davisville, right here towards Sullivan, Oak Grove Village. Let's see, for areas here towards Stanton, St. Clair included. Just north of that, severe thunderstorm warning for Marthasville. Ooh, I'm going to watch that area there. They do have a tornado possible tag on that. We'll see. We'll definitely continue to watch that here. Let's see here. Jonathan says, hey, what's up, Jonathan? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here, my friend. Let's see here. Cool Man says, clouds are starting to break up a little bit here in my hometown. It's 70 degrees. Gotcha. Yeah, it's definitely pretty warm. Definitely is pretty warm here for a lot of people. Let's see, for me. Like I said, for me here in Kentucky. Wow. Apparently it's pretty nice out there. Winds are pretty strong though. Yeah, that's a problem. A lot of areas here is seeing some pretty strong winds out of this. Oh, it looks like, okay, so yeah, like I said, obviously areas here in northern St. Louis. Like I said, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here towards St. Charles here. Okay. So keep that in mind. St. Charles region inside of a severe thunderstorm warning here. Elm Point, South Shore, Orchard Farm included, Old Fallen, St. Paul. Not St. Paul, Minnesota. This is St. Paul, Missouri, by the way. Just making sure. Don't want to confuse anybody with that. But that's actively what we're seeing here. And once again, like I said, we have ourselves. Some tornado warnings in effect here too. Honestly, I don't know. We're gonna need to watch out for that. We got kind of a connecting point between in and outbound winds there. Might be something we should definitely watch here for a little bit. We'll continue to see what's going on here. Anyways, let's move up here to the northwest for a moment. I want to take a look here up to my friends in the Minneapolis region. We do have a few viewers here in the Minneapolis region. Here at the moment, regarding the latest, the latest and stuff like that, got ourselves, most of the snow now is south of Minneapolis. However, this is tracking directly pretty much northeast, as you can see. So eventually this is going to be crossing back into Minneapolis here. And like I said, a lot of these areas, throughout the the Twin Cities region is expected to see, once again, a lot of potential snowfall here. We already got reports here of nearly 6 inches in western Wisconsin. Nearly the same here in southeastern Minnesota. So that's a report. We already got some. We got a little bit of ice being popped up here towards Cedar Falls, Iowa. Reports of 5/100ths of an inch. So yeah, obviously, if once that continues, I mean that's obviously a big concern there. Something says, "How can I send Andrew pics on Sunday or videos?" You can send us reports. This goes for everybody. If you'd like to send us some reports here, like I said, obviously, tag us on Twitter at NWW1162. You can see it down there in the bottom right there. That's how we get some reports coming through. Let's see. Says, "I'm surprised that Alabama won't have any tornadoes while being 82 tomorrow." Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the fact that there's not a lot of energy, for thunderstorms firing off. Also, the winds. Winds are a big thing with tornadoes. Across the entirety of the atmosphere, up and bottom. And obviously, the winds just might not be supportive for it. You got to have some pretty strong winds. At the lower levels of the atmosphere, towards the ground, and obviously up in the atmosphere too. And they got to be changing directions. That's the thing about tornadoes. I'll tell you what, though. I do want to, speaking of tornadoes, I do want to go ahead and show you guys this. So here's some meso-analysis right now. Here's the latest info from the Storm Prediction Center. So this is the current activity at the moment. That low pressure system is located here. Let's go ahead and bring up my fancy pin. But this, like I said, that low pressure system is located basically, essentially, right here towards, eastern Kansas and into areas of western Missouri. So obviously, a lot of warm air is being pulled up here from the Gulf of Mexico, and the opposite's happening, where we got some cold air that's starting to drive its way, essentially, behind the system. So that's basically creating, all that cold air that's impacting the top is turning it to snow, and all the warm air is turning all this nastiness to rain for the most part. So that's that. But now, right now, when we take a look at the overall instability in the atmosphere, according to meso-analysis, it does not look like there's too much energy available, which is a little interesting. It looks like theoretically we could have enough energy to maybe fire off some thunderstorms here across even eastern Texas. Which is interesting. But anyways, but like I said, that's that. I mean, right now you can tell. Here's the full United States here. Whenever it comes to the surface, yeah, like I said, that area right there, my friends, that's where the area of low pressure is really kicking off here. Like I said, down in time, as you're going to notice, is this thing's going to be tracking its way essentially northeastward. So we'll definitely we'll continue to update y'all on that info. Anyways, back over here, guys, to the current radar view. Like I said, we obviously have ourselves a few tornado warnings here in effect just west here of St. Louis. Once again, this is in Missouri. For areas here towards Wentzville and Forestville, we have ourselves a tornado warning in effect here for necessarily the next, this is until, okay, so basically the next 15 minutes, but I think this could theoretically be canceled here soon. Not really seeing any areas of rotation anymore. There is a little area that's maybe a little concerning over there we need to watch. And now there's also another tornado warning here covering a lot more areas just directly north of that, for areas of Troy, Moscow Mills, Fountain and Lakes, Chain of Rocks, Old Monroe, Winfield, Foley, Ellsberg. So those regions have got to be in your shelter. This one expires at 1:30. So obviously this one expires, the top one, where all the ones we just listed, this one expires essentially at, once again, essentially here for basically at 1:30 Central, which is 2:30 Eastern, to my Eastern friends following along here. So that's that. So once again, like I said, regardless though, I mean, you are in a tornado warning. You should indeed be inside of your shelter here. Like I said, obviously that is what we are watching out for. Anyways, but like I said, look at this view, guys. This is the whole entire system as a whole. I mean, it is absolutely crazy. It is a really, really crazy system here. And once again, like I said, we have ourselves a tornado watch that's in effect here for areas of eastern Missouri, eastern Missouri here, for areas of Illinois, central and southern Illinois here. There is a county, including Paducah, Kentucky. There is a county. There are 2 counties here in western Kentucky, including Paducah, under a tornado watch here. This cuts off right there at the Indiana-Illinois line, though. So there's no watch in effect for Indiana. At the moment, this is just for areas of, once again, essentially in southeastern or basically eastern sides here of, of Missouri, and areas here throughout, central and southern Illinois. But that's kind of where it cuts off. Like so, you can see right here on the main view. We'll go ahead and switch over here real quickly. Yeah, we have ourselves a lot of snow still kicking up here across areas of South Dakota into areas of Nebraska, for areas of southern Minnesota, northwestern Iowa, central southern Wisconsin, areas here throughout areas of, once again, central Michigan. It looks like it's really starting to kick pretty good across areas of Pennsylvania. And I tell you what, we're going to bring our main radar over to Pennsylvania really quickly. I do want to look at that because according to the national radar, it looks like it is very strong whenever it comes to all that activity here. So let's go ahead and switch on over here. So let's see. We're going to switch to reflectivity here. So yeah, definitely. So it definitely looks very, very strong here. Areas here towards Scranton, we're seeing, basically about, mostly snow at the moment. Temperatures are kind of there, slightly, there's one marker showing us slightly above freezing, but I don't know if I trust that too much, because all the ones to the south show at the freezing point. However, we are seeing ourselves, a lot of heavy snow. That pink you see there, that is very heavy snow. I mean, we're talking, like, very heavy snow. Like rapid accumulation rates. Obviously the orange there is the sleet, the red's the freezing rain there, and obviously the green's just normal, basically just normal rainfall. Here towards Buffalo, if we switch into western New York here at the moment, we currently are looking at essentially, a lot of snow moving into the regions there, perhaps moderate to heavy at times, in which we are kind of looking at. So that's essentially what we are paying attention to. Once again, a lot of freezing rain here. That is currently kicking off there. Let's see, try northern New York. At the moment, there's a few little patchy areas you're about to see here. Yeah, across areas of northern New York. It looks like a bit of dryness around the radar. So it looks like it's not really snowing where that radar site is here. This includes like Copenhagen region. But indeed it is snowing. Okay. So we're going to have to definitely watch out for that. Anyways, but back over here, guys. Like I said, once again, we have ourselves a bit of a tornado situation popping off here. We got ourselves 2 tornado warnings and a group of severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for areas here along essentially eastern Missouri. This is heading right for St. Louis. Right here. This is St. Louis, the heart of St. Louis. Here's St. Charles right there. The main line is just to your left. So if you guys are in St. Louis, you got to be watching out for this because it looks like we are seeing the possibility of some nasty, potential severe weather popping up out of here. At the moment, I'm not really seeing any crazy heavy areas of rotation. However, like I said, obviously, that was present here a little bit ago. We go back on the scans there. There was actually a little bit of rotation that was popping up there previously. However, I really believe that this is about to be canceled here. This warning, this tornado warning is set to expire at 1:15, which is basically in about 17 minutes or so. In which the main area that the tornado producing line essentially is now pretty much mostly out of this watch region. So I think we're good for the most part. But still, I mean, like I said, respect the warning. You should still be inside of your shelter regardless. However, we still have another one in effect for Moscow Mills, Fountain Lakes. Yeah, Fountain and Lakes getting ready to get hit here soon. Same thing for Chain of Rocks. Eventually heading in towards Old Monroe. Winfield, Foley and Ellsbury. And I tell you what, Winfield is probably dealing with some pretty windy conditions, I guess. Like I said, a lot of these areas is definitely kicking off here pretty good. Let's see here. Here in Michigan, the snow is very fine, very, very fine snow. Even though there's app says moderate to heavy snowfall. So yeah, do you mean fine by like the powdery stuff? That's essentially what a lot of this snow is going to be. It's not necessarily that good compacting snow for snowballs. No, this is more of the, oh shoot, they just extended tornado warning here. This is more of a powdery substance. Anyways, guys, we have ourselves a new tornado warning that's now in effect for St. Paul. Includes Flint Hill, Josephville. St. Paul region now under tornado warning here. Radar indicated threat. So if you're in St. Paul, guys, you've got to be in your shelter now. because apparently there's some rotation here according to the National Weather Service here. I don't really see too much of anything on my velocity scan over here, though. It's a little odd. But anyways, yeah, there's a warning in effect here for St. Paul. So keep that in mind. St. Paul is under a tornado warning here. Josephville, Flint Hill, I guess they see possibilities in it. So once again, if you're across those regions, you got to be looking out. But we'll keep an eye on it. We'll definitely watch out for this here closely. So once again, like if you know anybody in the St. Paul region, let them know. Once again, this is not St. Paul, Minnesota. This is St. Paul, eastern Missouri, by the way. This is directly west here of St. Charles, northwest of St. Charles here. So keep that in mind, my friends. And like I said, if y'all have any questions, throughout this here, feel free to let me know. Like I said, we got you guys covered here. I wonder if my Storm Chaser girlfriend is live streaming right now. He's not. Gotcha. Yeah, hopefully here in a little bit we'll get some live footage coming through from my friend here. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this up here and see if he has wrote me. He has. Let's see here. Let's see here. So I don't know if he's okay. He came back to Missouri. Oh, lost 2 tires. Could not afford to strand out there. Gotcha. So it does not look like our Storm Chaser friend is available here for this live stream today. However, like I said, we have that big problem, that big concern for severe weather later on. So we're gonna have to watch out for that. Let's see. Colton says overcast and breezy in St. Louis right now. Yeah, so that's basically how it's going to be. And like I said, getting ready, you better watch out there in St. Louis, because like I said, there's a line of pretty strong to severe storms kicking off there. Wow, especially there towards Richwood. I think they're probably going to, I really think that they're probably going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for areas here towards Richwood here soon. That would be my guess, essentially. Because, like I said, essentially we are seeing, those very, very strong winds there. Currently kicking here at the moment, so yeah, we're gonna definitely have to watch out for that one. Which we'll definitely we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how things go. Definitely keep an eye out there for it, because I definitely think that's a good possibility. What they're probably gonna do here. Anyways, a little update once again, my friends. We're gonna take a look here back over towards Illinois. I know there's a few people that are wondering about Chicago here. Take a look here over at the Chicago radar here, northeastern Chicago. At the moment, regarding the precipitation we hear, it's mostly just rain. Yeah, mostly just rain here for Chicago. However, areas north of Chicago, we are seeing a bit of a freezing rain type of ordeal, essentially. There's a live railroad cam in St. Louis. We actually do have a St. Louis camera. I just don't have it. Lined up here with my program yet right now. But we can. We might be able to briefly view these. Yeah, I tell you what. Let's go ahead and do that real quickly. So if we switch over here, I'm going to try to find a good view. There you go. That's the archway. I don't know. I'm trying to find a good one of my good scenes to show that. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. I tell you what I'm going to do real quick. I think the best one to look at is this guy. But here's what we're going to do. We're gonna make this camera scene real quickly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. So let's do that here right now. So we're gonna see some crazy stuff happen, guys. So we're going to move that. We're going to move this down a bit. And we're going to extend that a little bit. And we're going to move this up. Boom. There we go. All right. We're good. So now we got a live camera here in St. Louis. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, it definitely looks a little eerie out there, that's for sure. I mean, there's the arch cam, as you can see. And, I mean, look, if you look closely, you can actually see just how fast those clouds are moving, which is interesting. You know, those clouds definitely appear to be moving very quickly. But we'll move back over here to radar view. Here for St. Louis. Which, like I said, St. Louis is getting ready to get hit here pretty soon. We're going to have to watch out. That line is getting very nasty looking. Yeah, that line looks pretty disgusting. Look at that. Wow. That line is definitely pretty aggressive looking. Like I said, once again, my friends, we have 3 tornado warnings in effect west of St. Louis. Once again, this is for St. Paul. St. Paul, Missouri, by the way. Not St. Paul, Minnesota. But St. Paul, Missouri, this is already past Flint Hill. Mostly past Josephville. St. Paul region, though, that's where that tornado or that line's getting ready to hit. So if you're in St. Paul, you better be in your shelter. Same thing for the warning just to the north of it for Fountain and Lakes. Currently in the process of getting hit. However, Old Monroe, areas here towards Winfield, Foley, and Ellsbury, those regions are about to get hit here very, 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 very soon. So we'll definitely watch out for that. So we'll switch back over here to the radar view. Ooh. Is that like a little, let's see, I don't know if that's, I don't really think that's anything. But, yeah, we just got to watch this line here. I mean, this line's a little suspicious, I'm not going to lie. It's a little suspicious. I mean, like I said, there's this whole line. I mean, this thing goes all the way down into areas of Arkansas, too. Like I said, we track our way down here to Arkansas, central Arkansas. And you can see how this line continues. Doesn't look as impressive, does it? It doesn't look as impressive across areas of eastern Arkansas, but I tell you what, I mean, we still got to watch down those areas over there. Look how much the temperatures drop off. I mean, it goes from like the 50s up to like the 80s. Apparently it's 80-something degrees down in Mississippi right now. Like, that is, that's pretty daggone warm, for right now. It's a little bit more warmer than normal, essentially. Which is definitely a little interesting. I know the clouds are rocketing off to the northeast here in Illinois. Illinois, a pretty good clip. Gotcha. No, I mean, it is cranking. Those winds are definitely cranking enough to really be, really be moving those clouds. That's for sure. Those lower level winds are definitely moving pretty good. Like I said, right now, we take a look here back over at the live camera. Like I said, we have one here in St. Louis. We apparently got a dude that's sitting there watching. Unless that's a statue or something. Doesn't look like he's moving. Whatever that, I don't know if he's a statue or if he's a person. Anyways, he's looking at the arch here. Or it is looking at the arch here. I don't know if it's a person or not. But yeah, I mean, you can see the clouds zipping pretty good. So ahead of the front, ahead of the front, these clouds move north. So, and St. Louis is ahead of the front. So that means we are looking west right now. I can tell that just off of the direction of the clouds right now. So essentially, yeah, so there we go. So basically, the winds are basically blowing like this, as you can tell. So this means this area would have to be north. This is west. This would be south, and then this would be east. Back this way. That's west. So you see what I mean? So like I said, obviously ahead of the, essentially ahead of the cold front there, where that main line is, the winds move north. It's all that warm air pulling up from the Gulf of Mexico, essentially. But that's that. Did they just issue this severe thunderstorm warning here? Let's see. Tornado possible. They did, didn't they? Or has that been there for a little bit? Let's see. Did they update that? No, that's been there. I don't know. Guess I'm just losing my mind. Guess I'm just losing it. I think they're about to cancel that warning for Forestel, Woodsville. I don't even know why they still have that there. That should be canceled here soon. Yeah, it's a statue. Gotcha. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Wasn't entirely positive. Didn't look like he was moving, so. But anyways, yeah, so once again, St. Charles region, St. Peter's, Cottleville, Weldon Springs, let's see, Dardanelle? Dardanelle, I guess, Prairie. Let's see, South Shores, Orchard Farm. This actually moves into some of western Illinois for like Hardin, Fielden, Badgetown, Brussels, Golden Eagle. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. But overall, I mean, like I said, we got to be watching out for this here pretty daggone closely. We do have a warning to the south here. It does not have a tornado probable tag, so we're good. This is for Grandin, Doniphan, Naylor, Mill Spring, Elsnore, Williamsville, Piedmont. So that's that. That right there, my friends, is what we're looking at. So yeah, there you go. They just canceled that tornado warning. Yeah, I don't know why they still had that in there for that long. Main lines move through areas here towards Wentzville. Forest Hill is now out of the way. However, we still have 2 tornado warnings, guys, in effect here. Once again, for areas here towards St. Paul area here. Once again, this is St. Paul, Missouri, not St. Paul, Minnesota. Don't want to confuse anybody. So that's in effect there. This one will remain in effect here essentially until 1:30. So we have about 14 minutes to go there. However, the main line's already moved through St. Paul, so I think we're pretty good there. We have the main line hitting Winfield and Foley right now towards Ellsbury here at the moment. So that is that's currently what we are looking at the moment. The velocity on these guys. Yeah. No, I really don't know why they still have this warning for St. Paul area. That does not look like it's doing anything. I mean, the one for up here in the north, I mean, there's no really one solid area of rotation essentially right now. But we'll definitely we'll watch it. We'll see. We'll see what it does. I mean, you should still respect it. Like I said, obviously respect the polygon. Mr. James Spann always says. That's my man right there. But let's move over here to northeastern. Let's go ahead and move over here to northeastern Illinois for a minute. Like I said, turn on precipitation type here. Yeah, like I said, a lot of areas here is a lot of ice is happening. Towards like northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin here, areas of Iowa. So you can see right there, that's that kicking off there. A lot of ice popping off there, a lot of freezing rain right in here in the pink, and a lot of sleet in the kind of goldish tan color, and then that snow obviously there in the blue. Let's see here. Cleveland, let's see what's going on here towards Cleveland. Current radar view, I believe, yeah, it's expected to mostly just be rain, yeah. So those temperatures are above freezing. Just normal rainfall. Oh. Guys, back on our St. Louis camera, I think we're starting to see a shelf cloud up here. It's a little hard to tell, but look over here. That right there, it looks like a shelf cloud. I don't know if y'all can see that right there. There's a big old, if you don't know what a shelf cloud is, it's basically right there where that front is. And once that cloud moves over you, that's whenever a lot of crazy stuff could happen, essentially. That's whenever the wind gusts start really cranking and stuff like that. But anyways, that's that. Let's move back here to the radar for a moment. Wrong radar, there we go. Yeah, we still have ourselves, like I said, we still have ourselves these tornado warnings here in effect here. Currently impacting Winfield and Foley, like I said, the heaviest at the moment. And like I said, this thing's definitely closing in on here on St. Louis. I wonder where the arch is. Is the arch like in central St. Louis? Yeah, that's definitely a statue. He's just still standing there. Okay. Let's see. Warning to southeastern Missouri. Yeah, still for the same thing. Just some wind gusts there. No tornado probability there. Yeah, like I said, the one we're really watching is here. So the one we're really watching is across areas near St. Louis, essentially. But we'll definitely see. Ooh, oh, what the heck happened here? We just got a report of 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts here in Wentzville. Yard furniture tossed from train spotter, magnitude of 70 miles per hour in St. Charles, Missouri County of St. Charles, Missouri. Thunderstorm wind gusts, look at that, magnitude 70 miles per hour was reported here. Lawn furniture tossed. That is, but that's not a direct wind report. You know, there was no weather station. There was no ASOS Mesonet station reporting that. So I don't know how much I'd trust that their estimate is at 70. I'm gonna probably have to say maybe near 60. I mean, I'm sure it's heck of gusty ahead of this line. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know about 70. I don't know. That's just me. But I mean, unless they actually measured it, which it does not describe anything of them measuring anything, then no. I mean, yeah, your yard furniture can toss in as little as like 30 miles an hour. So I don't know. We'll see. Or I guess there is really no way to tell. But there you go. They just got rid of that tornado warning. For St. Paul, once again, not St. Paul, Minnesota. This is St. Paul, Missouri, okay? There was a tornado warning in effect for St. Paul, Missouri. That is no longer in effect here. However, let's see. Did they just update? Okay, yeah, they updated that severe thunderstorm warning too. That's what it was. Let's see. Chain of Rocks, Old Monroe, Winfield, Foley, Ellsbury, still under a tornado warning here. I really believe that these are just set to expire here, essentially. Ooh, we got some wind damage reports here. Power outage reported in Elsinore area from law enforcement. This is in Carter County, Missouri, at 9:19. So this was literally 3 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know about that 70-mile-an-hour wind gust. They should definitely check on that because, like I said, we have not had any other reports, you know, of those winds being that strong. I mean, we got 25 knots essentially. That's around 30 miles an hour being reported, but nothing near 70. I don't know. We'll see. But that's that. Let's see. It just started snowing in Falcon, Colorado. So it's time to kill. Gotcha. Enjoy your snow. Oh, there we go. Look at that, guys. Iowa City. Yeah, Iowa City. We got ourselves now apparently ice glaze on trees and elevated surfaces. So now apparently here in Iowa City we're seeing over 1/10 of an inch. Reporting here from the public. This was at 9:15 or 19:15, which was like literally 8 minutes ago. Total of over 1/10 of an inch has already fallen there, apparently. Interesting. We're gonna move up a little bit more north here. Like I said, a lot of areas here I'm a little concerned about is Michigan. I'm a little bit concerned about Michigan because, like I said, they're expected to deal with a lot of heavy icing. You know, they just give a random number, 70-mile-per-hour winds. It kind of seems that way. Definitely does. Once again, like I said, oh, here we go. 1/10 of an inch here reported in Ann Arbor, Michigan. See, 1/10 of an inch on small tree branches. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, look at all that red. That red is just, it looks like normal rain, but the problem is that the temperature below it is all freezing. So it's freezing rain. So whatever is falling, essentially, is, freezing on contact with the ground, essentially. Just north of that, we have this golden line you see here. That is sleet, which would obviously lead to the same effect, as freezing rain. Just basically, already in ice form, essentially. Did they just issue another tornado warning? I don't know if they did, but let's see. We're going to move back. Oh, no, they just got rid of it. Yeah, this program... Okay, there we go. Yeah, for some reason, if you look at my other screen, you can see how there's still tornado warnings in effect there 5 minutes ago, but never mind, yeah. No, we're good. Yeah, no, we're canceled. We don't have any. It's there. It's canceled now. We don't have any more of any more tornado warnings at the moment, which is good. But let's move back up here. Like I was saying though, is essentially we are seeing, a lot of sleet and freezing rain kicking through. Let's see, MRMS radar. Let's see. We're gonna switch back to this. I guess we don't have a view of this guy. Let's see. We're gonna move up you, my friend. There we go. Yeah, but look at that big line of just that big huge line of essentially just ice, all the way from central, like I said, all the way from areas here of central Iowa, moving through northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, kind of really cutting off on the state line north, between Michigan and Indiana and Michigan and Ohio. But yeah, a lot of central southern Michigan right now dealing with a lot of ice. Yeah, and that ice actually continues down into central and northern Pennsylvania. So that's that. That's essentially what we're looking at there. Let's do that there. Holy cow, dude! It is windy outside. I tell you what, it is. It is crazy. Definitely is a bit windy out there. We switched back over here to Buffalo. Like I said, last time we looked, Buffalo was dealing with a lot of snow there, a lot of moderate snowfall occurring here across the way. Yeah, you can see all this stuff tracking me. So, Buffalo region probably going to see a little bit of a decent amount of accumulation here. I tell you what, guys, back over at the live camera in St. Louis. Look at this, guys. This is, yeah, look at that. You can see that shelf cloud really starting to kind of pop up. And these clouds are moving quick. So, like I said, apparently, according to which way the winds are blowing, we're looking west. Because, like I said, ahead of the front, the winds move north in most occasions. And in this case it is. Then obviously, yeah, this is where you see in the shelf cloud. So it's pointing west, which is good. But, like I said, we move back here to the radar view. Give me 1 minute here. We're going to switch back over here. And let's take a look over at St. Louis for 1 second here. We still have that severe thunderstorm warning in effect, by the way. Obviously, the possibility of some wind gusts towards St. Charles. Yeah, there you go. Let's get updated now. Can I check Orchard Park, New York? Sure. Yeah, give me 1 second, though. Let me restart one of those programs here that I can look up zip codes and stuff. But but yeah. Definitely pretty crazy. All right, let's move this up here. All right, so you want me to look here at Orchard Park, New York. So that's basically right there towards Buffalo. So yeah, like I was saying, I mean it's definitely it's definitely snowing over there. Are you wanting to know like accumulations and stuff like that of how much you're expected to see here? Because if so, we're expecting about 3 to 5 inches, essentially across those areas. This is closing down on St. Charles, guys. Yep, definitely closing down on St. Charles. It'll be here soon. Yeah, that line is now moving into areas of western Illinois. If we move back over here to Arkansas, let's see, just a forecast for the rest of the week. Well, this system is really the only thing we got to be watching here, essentially, for now. Now, there's a possibility of some more snow to occur around the 25th. So keep that in mind. But we're not going to really dive into personal forecasts right now, since there's a lot of coverage that needs to be covered. Here we go. They just extended that severe thunderstorm warning in far southeastern Missouri for like areas of Poplar Bluff, or Poplar Bluff. Let's see. I say popular. Poplar Bluff. That's hard to say. Poplar Bluff. There we go. Quillen, areas here towards Browsley, Greenville, Silva, Lottie, Coldwater. So that's there. Let's see. We got some. Ooh. We just had a wind report there. Let's see. That was interesting. It was like showing 40 plus knots of winds, which was pretty daggone strong. Let's see. AFW says thanks. No problem. No problemo. Yeah, but I tell you what, that St. Louis camera, guys, is looking a little bit nasty. Yeah, like I said, looking a little bit nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Which is definitely not. It's a little concerning. So, like I said, once again, if you're in St. Louis, guys, be on the lookout for this little, for the next hour, essentially, next hour or two. Like I said, we have this storm that's moving through. And remember that that St. Louis has a tornado watch, by the way. Once again, a watch means that conditions are favorable for the development of a few tornadoes. Obviously, maybe some gusty winds and maybe some hail. So always keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind, my friends. Like I said, once again, if y'all have any questions, feel free to let me know. Like I said, we got you guys covered here. Like I said, I'm glad to be here for you guys, in order to give you guys, the coverage. Like I said, this is definitely needed. We've been forecasting this event here for a very long time, essentially. This thing's been in our forecast for a long time. And like I said, it's finally kicking off here. But like I said, guys, once again, this is closing in on areas here towards, St. Louis. St. Louis on the outskirts, towards Kirkwood. Let's see here, towards Maryland Heights. Yeah, those areas are about to get hit here, probably within the next 5 to 10 minutes. Once again, they did extend that severe thunderstorm warning down to the south for the extension of possible damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour here. Ooh, what's that? What the heck is going on up there? Hold up. We're going to pause this for a second. There's reports of freezing rain causing rural roadways and Black Hawk to be completely covered in ice. Multiple accidents reported. Well, that's not good. That's obviously not good at all. Okay. So, with that being said, we got to keep an eye out for that. Like I said, obviously ice, that's going to be bringing a big problem. And really, if avoidable, do not travel in this mess. I mean, it is not worth it. It is just essentially not worth it at all. Can I shift this way? Look at that view. We're shifting the United States sideways here to show all the snow. That looks really odd. I don't think I've ever seen the United States from like that perspective. Yeah, let's try moving it like that. There we go. I'm just trying to fit it to the screen there so you guys can see what's going on. There we go. Well, that's gonna work. That'll work. Back over to St. Louis radar, guys. Or St. Louis camera. Once again, the arch cam. Cloud's not looking so friendly. Scott says hi. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good. I don't know if I already said that or not. Glad to have you here, my friend. Once again, guys, severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for areas along areas of northwestern St. Louis. Including St. Charles. Like I said, yeah, St. Charles is about to get hit here any moment. Elm Point, let's see, Botchertown, Orchland Farm. I'm gonna put my glasses on, guys, because my eyes get really, really bad, whenever I stare at a monitor for a long time, so that's why I'm wearing my glasses here now. But yeah, essentially that's what we're seing here. So we're going to have to definitely keep that in mind. Let's see. We're going to move up here towards... Yeah, let's move back over here towards Minneapolis, guys. Like I said, we have ourselves... Or not... No, towards Minneapolis here. We got ourselves a lot of heavy snow just to the south of Minneapolis here for the most part. As you can see, yeah, a lot of bands here. It looks like that snow is getting ready to start kicking back up here in Minneapolis here soon. You can see all that's kind of tracking up north. So keep that in mind. Like I said, a lot of your heavy accumulations is about to begin. So definitely keep that there in mind. Yeah, definitely very, very cold across the regions. I mean, like I said, the temperatures are literally like in the teens at the moment, which, like I said, obviously that's allowing us to have, a really fine powdery snow across a lot of these areas here. Let's try western Wisconsin here for a moment. Let me see. So yeah, western Wisconsin, obviously, central Wisconsin, seeing a lot of snowfall. However, for the southernmost areas here, you can see right there in that orange, that kind of tannish color, that is where we are seeing a lot of sleet occurring. Freezing rain across areas of northern Illinois, essentially. Popping off here right now. Let's see, Michigan. Yeah, Michigan's going to get a lot of ice here. That's what we determined. The temperatures, a big spike in temperatures across the mid levels of the atmosphere. In which, I don't know if we have any soundings here. Let's see here. We got some sounding activity here. Key West, Florida. No, that's not what I want to look at. I want to grab a live view, latest sounding across, let's see, analysis archive. Today's the 22nd. Alright, yeah, let's do this. So here we go. Alright. Perfect. So this is a sounding from earlier. See, I'm not expecting you guys to know what this really is showing, but according to what's happening here is that there's here's the freezing point, right? This was as of this morning. So this is the surface, this is the ground essentially. This is 6 kilometers up, this is 12 kilometers up, this is 15 kilometers up. There you can't really see. But that's basically, atmosphere from the ground looking up. And the red's your temperature, and if that red passes my blue line here, that means it's above freezing. So this is all above freezing temperatures. This is all below freezing. So we got a big spike right around, what was that, 1 kilometer? Right around 1 kilometer up in the atmosphere, and that apparently has been spiking. Yeah, really starting to spike, and there's a lot of dry air essentially across that level too, which that would obviously melt some of this snow that's falling essentially. I mean, it started out as snow, but now it's starting to turn into more of an ice concern. So that's that. Illinois here, you can see, yeah, all of that's above freezing from 3 kilometers and down. Minneapolis, however, look at that. I mean, everything is really far below freezing. From the ground all the way up in the atmosphere. I mean, it is completely. Yeah, it is straight up completely below freezing. All of this, once again, is below freezing. All this is above freezing. So if that red line did something like that, that would be basically above freezing right in this area here. Hopefully that makes sense. Not trying to make it too complicated, but I just want to show you. So basically those temperatures, since they're so daggone cold from the surface into the upper atmosphere, essentially, that is creating a very powdery snow, because there's no time where it's allowed to melt. Let's see, we got ourselves a 38 knot wind gust here. 38 knots reported here towards St. Louis. Let's see. This is in the West St. Louis here. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, once again earlier, there's a 70-mile-an-hour wind gust there. I don't know how much I trust that really, but yeah, we're gonna try to reload that. There we go. Let's see here. Right now, it's raining and ice in Wisconsin. Gotcha. Let's see. Skywarn, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing good. Hey, man. Hope you're doing good. You as well, my friend. Yeah, I saw your message. I did not get a chance to write you back since I've been streaming. But you said you lost your tires went out or something. What happened? Oh, that's odd. Why is my radar? Hold up. Oh, somehow the radar data got turned off there. That's interesting. But yeah, we're still watching, guys. Here towards St. Louis. Like I said, St. Louis is about to get hit here. Orchard Farm region. Yeah, under that warning there. Let's see. This is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gust there. See, huge severe weather threat Sunday. I did see that. We have an enhanced risk for the 30% chance probability on the Storm Prediction Center. Yep, we do. Let me show you. Yeah, like I said, my friends, not just this event here. Oh, they just issued another risk. Kept at 2%. Here, we'll move you guys to the Storm Prediction Center really quickly. So today's risk, we have a slight risk here across, obviously, eastern Missouri. This includes St. Louis, including portions of western Illinois as well. The overall threat extends all the way down as far down south as northern Mississippi. Tornado probability is quite low, but it exists. Damaging winds is kind of the main concern here. Possibility of some small hail theoretically existing too. Tomorrow, concern, not a big deal. Yeah, same thing here for Friday. Saturday, we're good, but Sunday. Yeah, Sunday is the day we got to watch. There's a 30% chance probability there for some nasty storms, all the way from the eastern Panhandle, towards Wichita, up towards, up there towards areas of western Oklahoma, towards like Lawton. I think this obviously does include Oklahoma City, but that's more of that 15% risk there. So that's the day we're going to definitely have to watch out for. Predictability is too low, basically the following days after. However, depending on this event here, if there's enough energy available as this cold front moves through, that's what the mode is. Expected to be a cold front, and it's going to push its way eastward. So essentially, with that being said, we might have a severe weather threat for Monday too. But right now, it's just a little too early to talk about, essentially. But that's that. That's what we're looking at. Once again, guys, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for areas near St. Louis. Out of the warning area, the warning has been canceled. Gotcha. So that's as of or Lincoln, northeastern Lincoln County has been canceled here. So yeah, no, I think it's good. I think it's about to expire here very shortly. Yeah, I mean, that line has mostly moved out. That line has mostly moved out of that warning polygon. So I think we're good. Velocity. Let's see. We're gonna do a little radar sweep here on the velocity spectrum. Not really. Oh, what's that? Oh, Bonnie Terry. Sorry. I don't know. That looks a little suspicious. I don't know, what do y'all think? We should probably watch that area here. Might be something we should definitely watch. Which we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Let's see here. We have a lot of stuff. Ice, future, south. What are you talking about? Rain. Jonathan says, thank you very much. No problem. Mr. Elvis Presley. Let's see. We're going to move back over here to Iowa. Got some reports. Like I said, we had a lot of reports here across Iowa reporting a lot of road accidents, apparently. Look at that. Roads completely covered in ice. That's that one. But this one right here shows rain causing roadways in Black Hawk to be completely covered in ice. Multiple accidents reported. This was as of law enforcement. This was in Black Hawk County, Iowa. 1 mile east-northeast of, let's see, Waterloo. That's right. As of 1915 UTC, which was basically 2:15 Eastern, which would be 1:15 local. A little conversion for you. But yeah, no, we're starting to get reports of You know, right around 1/10 of an inch already fallen across areas of eastern Iowa into northern Illinois. You know, that's already started popping up here. Haley says what's going on right now? A lot. Got some snow, got some ice, a little bit of everything. There you go. Yep, they canceled that warning for St. Louis. Okay, we're good. Yeah, really nothing going on there. Let's see. I say we gotta watch this one here towards Bonnie Terry. That that one kind of that's starting to catch my attention a little bit. But we'll see how that plays out there. Yeah, once again we got ourselves this line now moving through. I tell you what, we'll switch back here to the St. Louis camera. There you go. That, my friends, is the St. Louis camera. This is live in St. Louis, by the way. Current view on the Arch Cam. Oh, the camera's not available. It's gonna let's try to update this real quick. It does this sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta refresh it. There we go. But yeah, no, those clouds are looking pretty aggressive. Looking a little bit aggressive there. Like I said, that line is getting ready to move through here in the next, probably the next 10, 20 minutes or so. I mean, it's already starting to impact western areas of St. Louis. Which, let's move back here to radar view. Which, I mean, like I said, you can see right now. Yeah, this is getting close. Like I said, there's St. Louis right there. Got some severe thunderstorm warnings to the south, guys. Once again, this is for areas in far southeastern Missouri, towards like Hunter, Grandin, Mill Spring, Williamsville, Greenville, Silva, Lottie, Coldwater, those regions, far southeastern. Poplar Bluff, that included. Getting a spam call. Probably a scammer. Either that or somebody who's trying to sell me a refrigerator. I actually had that one day. Someone called me and they were like, yeah, we're trying to sell refrigerators if you'd be interested in buying one. It's like, excuse me, I don't need a refrigerator. Anyways, back to weather. But yeah, like across areas here of southern Wisconsin, yeah, I mean, things are really kicking up there. Apparently near 5 inches reported here in Sheboygan? That's really weird. Right there, related from social or broadcast media there. There you go. 5 inches reported there. Wisconsin so far. I'll tell you what. Any of my friends in towards Minneapolis, St. Paul, if there's anybody watching here from Minneapolis, St. Paul, can you give me an informational update on how much snow is on the ground? Like I said, obviously right now the snow is starting to fall again. You can see Minneapolis right here. That band is starting to reach areas now, which is tracking up north here essentially. Yeah, just wait till this purple and pink stuff starts hitting you. That's gonna start kicking some heavy accumulations there, rapid rates. Yeah, like I said, you guys are in the forecast of seeing. I mean, once again, maybe some areas well over a foot being likely. So keep that one in mind. Let's see. St. Louis. That line's getting very closely. You're getting very close here. It's heading into Overland, St. John's here in the next few moments. Let's see, for Ladue as well. Starting to move through. Eventually, next heading into Rock Hill, Webster Grove, Maplewood, Richmond Heights, Clayton, University City, Pagedale, Northwoods, Jennings. Let's see, Normandy, Castle Point, Glasgow Village, Calverton Park, and Barkley? Oh, sorry, Berkeley, not Barkley. I thought that was an A. But that's that. But I mean, yeah, this line, even though there's not a severe thunderstorm warning on this line right now, there was earlier, but it probably still has a decent probability of producing some gusty winds. which is something we should definitely keep an eye out there for. Let's take a look here back at Michigan. Like I said, Michigan right now is Michigan is definitely kicking up here with some pretty heavy stuff. Yeah, a lot of ice being reported here across the way, and according to radar here too. A lot of sleet across that tan area here throughout, south central Michigan, and a lot of freezing rain across areas here in red. The blue, like I said, the blue, purple, pink. This up here is showing, mostly snow. Which at that point, that's kind of what we're looking at. Let's see. Judy says sunglasses indoors, going incognito. The reason I'm wearing these is because the glare from all 4 of my monitors. It's pretty crazy. It's a little. It really strains my eyes, staring at monitors, and this typically this usually helps a bit. But it's good to see you here, Judy. I haven't seen you in a long time. I don't know if you've been here recently, but I have not seen you in a while. Hope everything's all right with you. Haley says, am I in the enhanced risk for weather on Sunday? No, I don't think so. Yeah, no. No, you're not. You're not at any risk here as of now for severe weather, Haley. Anyways, yep, update in the south, guys. Once again, got ourselves a we got ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning, a couple of them, in effect on the far south side, essentially, southeastern side. For areas here towards Poplar Bluff. This is heading right for Rombearer. I think that's it. I think that's that. Browsley. See Quillen. Yeah, near those areas here. This is near Fisk, near Rombearer, McGee. So that's what we're gonna watch out for. So this is showing hazards up to 60-mile-an-hour winds, stuff like that. Judy says, I pop in now and then. Just had spine surgery, so doing nothing. Gotcha, Judy. Well, I hope everything went well with that. Haley, no, you're not in the enhanced risk. I just told you, you're not at the risk at all, dude. Seriously. We got a report coming through here. Ooh. St. Charles, ASOS reporting 60-mile-an-hour winds there. Let's see, the latest one showing 52 knots. Look at that. Holy cow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's some pretty gusty winds, I tell you. That is some stuff you don't want to mess with here. So it looks like it's really getting windy there towards St. Louis, apparently. See, Earth Cam. Yeah, like I said, we got some live cameras here in St. Louis. Ooh, yeah. No, this is starting to really starting to kick pretty strong here. Yeah, look at that. Those clouds are looking pretty aggressive. Pretty crazy if you ask me. A lot of contrast. I mean, you got a lot of darks and you got a lot of brights here essentially. Which that I believe, if I recall correctly, that I think that's the main line right here. I think that's the precipitation, the core starting to move its way towards the camera. So it's getting close. It's definitely getting very close here. Back over at the, what's that? Report. Tree down in Vincent Park in Cape, what was that? Garrido? This is in far southeastern, here, I was going to show you guys. There you go. Southeastern Missouri. Right there. Tree down in Vincent Park. Yep, there you go. St. Louis getting it now. Yeah, a lot of heavy ice on this guy as well. Really kicking. Let's see. We're gonna do that. There we go. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at all that ice that's just kicking across the north. I mean, literally, there's a big old ice, a big old ice trail all the way from central Iowa through areas of Pennsylvania. Oh, new severe thunderstorm warning just got issued, guys. South of St. Louis, for areas here In Rocky Ridge, Missouri, areas here towards, let's see, what is that? Weingarten? Let's see, Kaufman, Libertyville, Noblick? What the heck? What the heck kind of name? Okay, there's literally a name here called Noblick. Like, who licks knobs? What the heck? Okay, anyways. I have to add that one to the list of some really weird, messed up town names I've seen in my life. Anyways, we got Doe Run here. We got Farmington. We got, let's see, Weingarten. Rocky Ridge, Bloomsdale, Santi Vive? How do you... I don't even know that one. Let's see. This is across areas here. Ruma, Evansville, and Redbud. That's that. Let's see. Velocity on... Ooh, yeah. We need to probably watch out for this. They should have a tornado possible on that. They do. Okay, good. Yeah, we got a tornado possible tag on that severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like things are trying to rotate around each other right now. Like I said, it looks like essentially, you know, a lot of those inbound winds are starting to kind of wrap in. We got some outbound winds starting to pull in. That is a possible area of rotation starting to form here. It would honestly really not surprise me if we did eventually get a tornado warning out of that. So let's keep on watching it. We'll see what happens here. Another severe thunderstorm warning just got issued for areas west of Memphis in the state of northeastern Arkansas. Looks like a little bit of rotation might be popping off here too. Yeah, that might go tornado warned as well. I don't know. We'll see. It looks like it's rotating a bit towards Mark Tree, towards Tyronza. Deckersville, Gilmore, Birdsong, Joyner, Bassett, and Dyes. Yeah, but I really got my eye on this guy. South of St. Louis, towards Farmington. Yeah, this area here, that like I said, that looks like it's starting to try to do something. Obviously, gotta watch it in case if it tries to pull anything fishy, you know. Which we'll see. Haley says, I know that I'm not in the enhanced wrist. And why'd you ask again, Haley? Like I said, I've already let you know a million times that you're not in the wrist there. And then again, you asked again. But anyways, but yeah, so that's that. Like once again here towards St. Louis here. Yeah, like I said, here just a few moments ago, we got ourselves a report here for 60-mile-an-hour winds. Let's see here. Can we take a look at some snow totals for Portland, Oregon? Portland, Oregon, of course. Absolutely, my friend. Yeah, let's go ahead. Actually, I'm going to move this view over here for a moment. So with that being said, let's go ahead and switch actually over here to Portland, Oregon. Like I said, regarding the snowfall forecast for you, my friend, Portland is expected to see about an inch, and I can show you real quickly. Here's the official National Weather Service forecast here. Yeah, Portland's expected to be, you know, pretty low in accumulations here. Yeah, basically up to an inch being possible. So really nothing much here. Temperature is expected to basically remain. Apparently that's not going to pull up here. Tonight temperatures are going to be down into the lower 20s. So it's going to be a little chilly tonight. Probably nothing that you ain't used to though. Wow, big old severe thunderstorm warning just got issued here. This one's in Illinois now. Let's see here. Thank you, no problem. Haley, it's not enchanted. It's called the enhanced risk, not enchanted risk. Anyways, moving back here. Yeah, we got ourselves now a line here. Like I said, right here for Brighton. Yeah, for Brighton, let's see, Alton, Fairmont, Godfrey. See the models. Oh wow, we already have above 2 inches. The models aren't picking it up. Well, that's how much more snow is to come. Essentially, it does not really account for the snow that's already on the ground. Essentially. Let's see. They do have a tornado possible tag on that storm too. Interesting. Yeah, no, I'm really. That looks like that's tightened up. I swear to God, guys, I really think that this thing might be trying to wrap up here. You see that? Holy cow, that scared the crap out of me. Okay. But anyways, that's that. I mean, like I said, we should definitely watch out for that. Let's see. Oh, all right, yeah. Yeah, like I said, that just takes account for the snow that's still expected to happen here, essentially. Here we go. Another report coming through in Crestwood. Here towards, or this is in St. Louis, essentially. Reporting 54-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Reporting from the public. Don't know how accurate that is if it's coming from the public. I mean, there's no... there's essentially no... I don't know. I don't know how they got that reading. I mean, probably a personal weather station, but you never know how accurate those things are. But you know, honestly, this wouldn't surprise me. I mean, we've had some pretty gusty winds around the St. Louis area. Let's see. We're gonna switch back over here to. Oh, there you go. Look at that, guys. Oh yeah, no. St. Louis is getting it now. That's for sure. Look at this, guys. This is in Archcam, St. Louis. They're definitely now getting that rain. That heavy stuff, you know. Yeah, it's definitely coming down there. We got a new warning, guys. Just now popped up here. Just has now... Oh, switch back to this guy. Yeah, there you go. New warning popped up east of St. Louis. Includes portions of eastern St. Louis. Waterloo, Columbia, Westview. Yeah, that's that. New Athens. Keep an eye on that. Let's see here. Cairo says, just got a chance to hop on and watch. What's up? Personal forecast today or just watching the storm? Want to see if I need to get any or errands done before the rainstorm hits, Andrew. Or before it hits. Thanks, Andrew. No problem. Yeah, I mean, we can take personal forecasts here. I mean, if you'd like. I mean, we don't really have too many people watching right now, which is unfortunate. But I mean, obviously, I'd like to see probably a little bit more people being prepared than just 26 people. But it is what it is. Obviously, it's all on the YouTube's algorithm. Unfortunately, they control how many viewers streams get and all. But I mean, like I said, I mean, 26 more viewers. I definitely would like to forecast for. 26 viewers is good enough. Let's see here. 47,302. Got you covered here. So yeah, so 47,302. We're talking. This is for Indiana. Well, I'll tell you what, my friend. So in towards Muncie, we're talking literally no winter precipitation, which is good for you. However, it looks okay. There's a bit of rain to your north. Essentially, we move back over here towards. Let's see. Once again, here towards Indiana. South of Fort Wayne. Here we go. So trying to find exactly what Muncie is. There we go. All right, we found it. There's Muncie. So you can see just here north, essentially, we are seeing ourselves that rain. So you should be good for a while. You should be good for a while because you can see the rain is actually moving essentially northeast. Yeah, like I said, the rain is essentially moving northeast. As you can see, it's basically moving in this direction here. So yeah, I think you're good for a while. If you want to do your errands, now would be a good time to do it before the main line hits you later on. So keep that in mind. Haley says I didn't ask twice. Andrew asked once. That's not true, Haley. You literally asked twice. You remove your comment like you always do, and then you posted it again. But anyways, oh well. Let's see here. Yeah, it's been coming down on and off all morning, afternoon. I wasn't sure if it was done. When it was a bit rough this morning. I appreciate it. More accurate than local today. Well, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. And you are very, very welcome, my friend. No problemo. Yeah, there you go. Yep, here recently, guys. Apparently, yeah, we got ourselves a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings popping off here. Mostly east of St. Louis now. Yeah, we got that line that's pretty nasty looking. Velocity. Yeah, what? Ooh, look at that! Wow, I'm sure that's really kicking some wind gusts up here, huh? Let's see, we're reporting 31 knots, which is near, yeah, pretty close to 40 miles an hour, definitely, which is interesting. Let's see here. Time to kill. What's up, dude? Saying, let's see, 60120. Gotcha. This is across areas of Illinois. Northern. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna probably see some, or they're gonna probably see some ice accumulations. That's kind of the thing. Towards Chicago, you know, that's kind of what we are looking at here at the moment. So for those regions there, for where your family is at, essentially, you can see how it's, you know, there's a lot of freezing rain occurring right now. Like I said, once again, it looks like rain, but it's falling. You know, falling like, or it's collecting and turning into ice here. So ice is the main concern. You know, maybe up to 1/10 of an inch being possible, which, I mean, they'll probably have some ice impacts. Chances are they probably will. Let's see here. Puss in Boots says, "Hey man, what's up? Let's hope you're doing good." Let's see here. NWS doesn't realize it was going to snow until after we got about 2 inches. They issued a winter storm warning. Typically how it goes sometimes, huh? Let's see here. Time to Kill says, "Thank you, Andrew." No problem. No problemo. But yeah, like I said, a lot of ice is kicking up here, my friends. Yeah, well, once again, we got a lot of ice expected for southern Michigan. So once again, like I said, if you know anybody in Michigan here, you should probably let them know that crazy weather. Well, I'm sure they probably already know at this point since it's already happening. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the South guys, I mean, we're seeing a lot of ice. You know, all this red there is showing freezing rain, the kind of golden orange tannish color there, that's showing sleet. JJ says, "How about 54143?" Thank you. No problem, JJ. I got you. Let's see. So this is 4 areas of Wisconsin. Okay, there we go. So this is in Nets, Wisconsin, northeastern Wisconsin. All right, gotcha. Let's see. So you, my friend, are right in here. Current radar view has a pretty strong band of snow just to your south. Yeah, just to your south, essentially. Whenever it comes to the accumulations, now obviously you're not really expecting any ice per se. Let's see, Marinette's right there. Okay, so yeah, you're not expecting really any ice per se. You're looking about 1 foot of snow expected here. This was the 12 p.m. update, so this was as of 3 hours ago. You're still in the forecast of seeing above or near 1 foot of snow. So there's still a lot to come, essentially. Still is a lot to come. Let's see here. Puss in Boots saying, "Can I check 30228? Yeah, of course. No problem. Gotcha. Let's see. This is for Georgia. I'll tell you what. There's no activity going on really there. However, I believe you're probably going to see a bit of rain out of this. Yeah, maybe about a trace of maybe like 1/10 of an inch, essentially, probably. You know, nothing too crazy. Nothing more than just a few sprinkles here over the next few days, but you're fine. Let's see. Ginger says, "You're awesome." Thank you. Anytime. No problem. Got you covered, my friend. But yeah, that line that we were watching through St. Louis, it's mostly pushed through St. Louis at this moment. At the moment, though, it is now moving into western Illinois, towards East St. Louis, which is basically in Illinois. So that's starting to move in there. Yeah, we got ourselves a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings popping off here. Yeah, we got a lot of reports coming in from St. Louis. Like I said, we had a lot of reports here reporting like 50, 60 mile an hour winds across St. Louis here from that line. I mean, that's just pretty crazy. Let's see here. Pussy Moose says, "Oh, okay, thanks. No problem. No problem, my friends. Got you covered." Like I said, if y'all have a zip code you want me to look at, if you're worried about winter weather, severe weather, or anything, hey, like I said, I mean, it's what I can do for you. You know, like I said, obviously, I'm here for you guys. You know, the part of the channel here is to make sure you all are staying safe out there. Let's see. We got ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning now in northeastern Arkansas. For area. Oh, we already talked about this here earlier, but that line is kicking through like Tyronza. Tyronza? I don't know how you exactly pronounce that area. Heading towards Deckerville. Birdsong, Gilmore, let's see, Joyner, Bassett Dyes. Yeah, those areas there. Pussy says, "Wow, you're close to 10,000. I joined the night we were on 900 subs. That's crazy." It is crazy. It really, really is. And like I said, there's nobody else I can thank but you guys for that. I mean, you guys absolutely rock. So thank you all to our subscribers and all of our supporters. You know, thank all of the guests here that are here today as well, just watching, just want to see what's going on here. Thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, y'all are the reason our channel is what it is. You know. The severe thunderstorm warning just off my west coast. Let's see this area 62801. What 62801? This is in Illinois. Okay, yep, this is the one that just popped up. They do have a tornado possible tag on it. 60 mile an hour winds. Yeah, that's the one we're actually looking at right now. You're right here, my friend. So yeah, this line. If it continues, it'll eventually hit you. Let's see a little bit. Nolan says, "What can be expected?" 19107. All right, let's see. We're gonna take a look at that here for you. This is in Pennsylvania. This is actually Philadelphia. Okay, so Philadelphia, you're kind of a little far south to get anything really wintry. So I don't. Yeah, you're really not gonna get anything regarding, you know, snow or anything along those standards. The forecast here calls for no snow accumulation, no ice accumulation. However, maybe a trace of rain could be possible. I mean, really not much, but about 1/10 of an inch of rain, which not really any more than just to cause the roadways to get a little wet. But that's about it. Really nothing too much. So you're good. I will tell you though, those wind gusts over the next 24 hours, they could be pretty gusty, I'm sure. So I know a heck of a lot of other places are pretty daggone gusty here for the next little bit. Let's see, wind gusts here, 6 hours. Apparently those haven't came out yet. So what I can do for you is pull up the blend of models. There we go. Oh, we have to zoom in a little bit. Oh, what's going on there? Why did that? Anyways, yeah, let's move back over here then. But whenever it comes to the wind gusts here, yeah, look at that. So yeah, those wind gusts probably going to be pretty gusty here, essentially for the 24th. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Yeah, really kicking up there. You know, 40 plus miles an hour, especially for those upper elevations that's west of you. You know, for the Appalachian Mountains, the top areas. Definitely is looking pretty gusty up there. That's for sure. Like I said, that's kind of a big problem. Is also the threat for wind gusts, you know, exists too. Wow, look how much the temperature drops here. 30 degrees in northern Indiana and 70 degrees in southern Indiana. Jonathan says, "Hope everyone has a great day. See you guys soon." All right, Jonathan. Well, thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you again soon as well. Take care, my friend. But that's just crazy. Just seeing how much the temperatures just completely, like, plummet. Like, it's pretty nuts. I mean, like I said, once again, it goes from, like, the 30s in the northern areas of Indiana all the way down into the 70s in southern Indiana, which, like I said, probably maybe a 200, 300 mile long area. Judy says, if ice and wind mix, I think power outages. Yeah, that's a big problem. I'll tell you what, let me actually look at the latest power outages. Right now, they're not terrible. But I say that as in they're going to probably get a lot worse. Michigan is about 7,000 people out right now compared to its 5 million population. Wisconsin has about 630. Minnesota has 270. Yeah, so like I said, obviously areas here in Michigan. Yeah, we're starting to see a little bit of power outages start to arise across the South, and like I said, that's going to continue. And I really do believe that we're going to get a lot of power outages throughout Michigan. Due to the extreme amount of ice that we are expecting. I mean, because like I said, we are seeing a lot of ice kicking off here. Like I said, we take a look here over towards Detroit, near Detroit radar, just northwest of Detroit here. We got ourselves. You can see here when this loads, we got a lot of mixture going on here. So you see a lot of greens, you see a lot of reds, you see a lot of oranges, and you see a lot of blues. So the green is just normal rainfall, just normal boring rain. The red is still rain, but it's freezing rain, meaning that the temperature at the surface is at the freezing point or below. So whatever rain that falls will turn into ice. Then the orange, gold, tan color, that's sleet, basically little ice pellets that similar to hail in some aspect, I guess you could call it, but it's formed differently. It's just overall different. But yeah, little ice pellets falling from the sky could create icy conditions, and of course the blue there is just snow. Yeah, that blue and that purple. Purple is just kind of showing that heavier snow. The pinkish purple showing heavier snow essentially. The blue showing kind of more of that light to moderate snowfall, essentially. But like I said, a lot of mess here. A lot of mess. Big old icing. Really kicking off there across this, across southern Michigan at the moment. They just now canceled some of the watch here. Yeah, look at that. Let me fix this camera view. There we go. Yeah, let's move you over here, guys. So, we're going to pause this here in the latest few frames. You can see how they kind of removed some of those counties. So originally, let's see, we're going to zoom in a little bit more here. So originally they had the watch for, let's see, where's my pen? There we go. Yeah, normally they had the watch for these areas here. So that's where the watch was previously. And then recently, so in the latest hours, they've canceled it for a lot of these areas. Yeah, you can see they basically canceled that watch right in here. But they kept it going for those other areas. So these areas are now out of the watch. And that includes areas here west of St. Louis, kind of towards like Washington, Troy. Yeah, those areas there, now out of the watch. Like I said, I mean, once that main line kicks through, that's whenever that threat goes down, essentially. Like I said, essentially once that line kicks through, that's whenever the possibility goes down here, essentially. But anyways, that's kind of what we're seeing here, guys. Definitely, it's pretty daggone crazy out there. Let's see, how long have we been live for? We've been live here a little over 2 hours. All right, let's see here. Yeah, we just started about 2 hours ago. So I have an idea, my friends. I think what we might do actually is I think we might head off for now. Just obviously because of like I said, there's a lot of people are at work right now and everything like that. But I tell you what, I feel like I should probably save my energy for tonight. Maybe more specifically like 10, 11 o'clock or so Eastern. I don't know, maybe a little bit later. That way I can cover overnight whenever there's not many people, live. That way for the people who need to be alerted can stay alert. So I think that's probably what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna head off here for now, guys, just for a little bit. Once again, we'll be back live here later on tonight. So it's not a goodbye for today, but we'll definitely be back for you guys and all of that fun stuff. If you guys did enjoy it, consider leaving a like and hitting that subscribe button, my friends. It'll be greatly appreciated. Definitely does mean a lot to me. It definitely means a lot to the channel too. It really helps us out, really keeps us going and all that fun stuff. So, but yeah, so I think we are gonna head off here for right now. So if you guys, once again, thank you all so much for joining us. You guys absolutely rock. Once again, probably around maybe 10, 11, 12 o'clock Eastern. Judy says enjoy your break. Thank you so much, Judy. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, it'll be we'll be live here in a little bit again. So in a little bit, a few hours from now. Alrighty, my friends. So once again, thank you all so much for joining us. Once again, we'll be back here probably around 10 or so o'clock. So we'll give you guys more updates then. But alright, well guys, the stream's going to head off here in approximately 1 minute. So if you guys have any friends or anything you want to say to your friends and family who might just be hanging out in chat, make sure you do so now. And until next time, my friends, we'll see you guys later on. Peace out.
At Des Moines, freezing rain and rain were reported with a temperature of 31. At Mason City, freezing rain and rain were reported with a temperature of 21. Once again at 2 p.m. in the Twin Cities, it was 20 degrees and the wind chill was 5 with light snow. This is weather radio station KEC 65 Minneapolis, St. Paul. On a frequency of 162.550 megahertz. Serving listeners throughout much of east central Minnesota and west central Wisconsin. We broadcast from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Chanhassen, Minnesota. And transmit from the KSTP Eyewitness News Television Tower in St. Paul. The current time is 2:19 p.m. Central Standard Time. Winter weather advisory remains in effect until